Hey guys, this is Pat in the bunker. Back here with wood cook stoves part 2. I did a part 1 just featuring the wood cook stove itself. If you want to see that video and more about the stove itself, go ahead and go back through my playlist and go find that one. Got a lot of good information on that, on wood cook stoves more specifically, on how to cook on those. So, and how the use, maintenance, and how I'm getting along. This is year 3 now that I have been burning with wood, and been getting along great with this Lenordica Rosa Reverse. But anyway, this video is going to be more about what do I use with my wood cook stove as far as cleaning, maintenance, what I cook on top, what I cook with in the oven and stuff like that. What do I use for fire starter and stuff like that. So anyway, let's get into it. Let me get you moving around here. Okay, so what do we got going on here first? First of all, stove fans. A definite must. Got to get that air moving off the top because you're just losing so much heat and everything just going straight up. So if you got a couple of these bad boys, they're not too bad. They're not too expensive, depending on the brand you've got. I've had some in the past that kind of burnt me. That didn't last very long, but just use the heat off the base. It exchanges the heat into this little pad right there. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but you can go look them up. It'll show you all the info on that, but I have 2 of them on the wood stove. So anyway, what do we got back right here? Nice little lid. You got the camping chair. You got the little fireplace, a little fire ring right there. This is a wood stove humidifier back here. Works great. With burning with wood, super dry air. You got to put some moisture back into it. I don't care if you're just a regular plain old stove or whatnot. You got to put some moisture back in the air because it'll just dry the living crap out of everything. And this little guy back here is my second one. This is just an old aluminum tea kettle, teapot, coffee pot, whatever the hell you want to call it. Still in pretty good shape, but the lid was gone, so I just kind of made it into that. Picked it up cheap. It was free. So anyway, let's move on to some of the cookware. This bad boy right here. This thing came across, as far as I know of the story on this, I got this from my grandma. She got it from her mom, and then her mom got it from her mom. This thing's been all the way across the plains into the county that I now reside, and several generations have. But it's unmarked. It's so worn out on the bottom. I don't even know what it is, but man, this is a 12-inch cast iron, and man, it is, I don't know how many dinners and stuff this thing is cooked on, but man, it's got to be a lot. So very awesome hand-me-down piece of cast iron. It's still in really good shape. It's seasoned to beat the band. Yeah, I cook about everything with it. Then, sitting over here, my wife got this on the garage sale, and this was so awesome. Wagner Sidneo. 2-piece. It is a skillet. This is a shallow. And this is a deep skillet. Again, Wagner Sidneo. This thing has been around the block. It is nickel plated and everything. I love this skillet, especially for frying chicken and stuff like that. This thing has been absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So we'll go on to some more cookware. piece, Wagner Sydney 1409 waffle maker. Just put her down in there, give her some flips, and this is the tall trivet for it. Very awesome, and it's got a little lip right down here, so that way it catches any overflow or anything like that. Most of the time it just goes off into the wood stove. Nah, not a big deal. So, love this. I think I traced it back. I think this one's, the patent says September 15th, 1925, and I'm guessing between 25 and 35, somewhere roughly right around there. So, very awesome piece. Picked it up. Works great. Absolutely love it. Then we have this piece. I haven't used this one in a little bit, but this is a cast iron griddle. You got your spot where you can do your pancakes, eggs, sausage. This works great on open flame and stuff. And then on the back side, it has a grill on there. So if you want to grill with that. So I don't use it a whole lot anymore. I'm trying to hunt down a piece right now that'll work better. On the top of this wood stove over here. Going down the line. Bacon press, steak press, whatever the hell you want to call it. I know there's a lot of different uses for it, but this is a Pampered Chef. You get those thick cuts of bacon or a steak that starts curling, a really long piece of steak that starts curling up on the ends. Just smash this bad boy down on it. Works great. Lodge. This is a bread pan. This one's fairly new to me. I started using it last year. Works great. I know it needs cleaned up, but I typically don't clean up my cast iron until I'm ready to go for the next year. And yeah, I have a couple of these. Then I have some oven X's. But yeah, this stuff works great. Absolutely love it. Had it in the wood stove oven plenty of times. Good piece. Anyway, moving on. My little personal skillet. Some will say for like fajitas and stuff like that, but this one's unmarked. Wife found it in a garage sale. She knows I love cast iron, love cooking on with wood, whether it's outside or inside. But yeah, this has been a great little piece because, man, I can just crack open an egg or two and put some sausage links or something on there early in the morning before everybody's up, especially during the winter. And yeah, works great for just a little personal pan. Then I have a little 10-inch. And this one is a Utopia kitchen, which has worked pretty good so far, but I wish the bottom was a little bit slicker on it. It is kind of rough. I have to run a little bit more grease and stuff in it to make things not stick. It's not one of the higher end pieces of cast iron, but still works good as long as you know how to use it. So, but in the future, I may do a sanding video and stuff and show you guys how to smooth cast iron up, especially if you get a rough piece or an older piece that's kind of divoted and stuff, and kind of bring them back to life. But yeah, still a good piece. Use it every once in a while. That was another gift. So, now, more wood cooking stuff. Wouldn't be complete without a coffee pot. So anyway, yeah, I use this one. This is for me and me and my wife. She can have a couple of cups. I usually only have one. So this works great for 2 to 3 people. I think it's just a quart and a half, if I remember correctly, somewhere right around in there. But yeah, just an old campfire. Works great. Can't complain. Then, if I have a crowd, I get the big one out. And this one will serve quite a few people. Used this several times too. It's been really good. Black enamel. These two pieces, the coffee pots, are all newer, but still work really good. And I do have some more pieces, but that'll be for a later date and time. That's more of kind of a actual traditional kitchen kind of deals. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and keep on moving on. Now, let's move on to some of the pieces that I use down here for the actual wood part of it. Okay, what do we have here? This, I can't take any credit on the design, but this is my kindling splitter, or small log splitter. So, what you're going to do, this is 60 roller chain that I welded up. This is all just stuff that I had laying around the shop and everything, and in the old scrap metal bin. This is a axe head that I found on the road when they dumped a load of rock. This axe head was in it. And I thought, oh man, I could put a handle on that. That'd be great for doing small chopping outside. Well, the backside was completely busted out, so I was like, what do I do? Yeah, this is what I do. You just take you a piece. Boom. Split wood inside. And you don't have to worry about swinging an axe around. So yeah, that thing works great for making kindling and getting your firewood started, getting their bigger pieces down to smaller pieces. So yeah, works great. Love it. Some little Kiwi gal made this design. It's a little bit smaller than mine, but I made mine a little bit bigger so I could do some bigger logs and stuff in it. But anyway, moving on. Some more tools. And these are must-haves if you've got a wood stove. Let me get it out of here. Fireplace set. You got your broom, slightly melted. Disclaimer, I did buy this set used and it was about 10 bucks. Shovel to maybe move some coals or something around, or just get the ash out of the box. Fire poker, of course. That's definitely a must if you're going to have anything, for sure. And I don't hardly use these, but log tongs to move your logs around if something's shifted or something like that, if you want to get it picked up. Like I said, don't hardly use that. You're going to be able to get away with the broom, the shovel, and the fire poker for sure. Those three I would definitely recommend for anybody. Fireplace, wood cook stove, or just a regular straight up wood stove. Those three for sure. So anyway, we'll move on to some more tools. Yes, you saw that right. There was a motorcycle down here. Gots to have one of these. Guys, if you want to make your life better and easier, if you're cleaning out a firebox, as long as that fire's been out for quite a while, this guy, because you're going to make messes. You're going to have, stuff come out the front, and that's why I leave it concrete. There's no carpet or anything, nothing to catch on fire. This is a must. Just so you can go around and suck up all your debris and stuff like that. Get ash out of the nooks and crannies of your firebox and stuff like that. My wife caught this one on sale too. She is a bargain hunter. Let me tell you. If you want a bargain, just call up my wife. She'll find it somewhere for half the price. But anyway, great piece. Great piece to have for the wood stove right here to keep everything clean. For sure. Next on the list, good metal pails. Now, I know this is a coal bucket, but this works great for hot ash, especially if my ashtray gets full. This works great. You just pick it up. It's got the little handle on the back here, and then you can just dump it without touching it if it is warm. Then, of course, I have the bigger one back there. I typically use that to haul in wood most of the time, but if I'm burning continuously and cleaning out the ash pan and everything, I do use that as a backup. Do not use plastic to clean out coals, especially if you're doing a continuous burn. Ask me how I know. Somebody? Okay, somebody asked me. Yeah, you'll melt down a plastic bucket. Because I've done it. Because I thought the fire had been out long enough. No, it hadn't been. It hadn't been. So, anyway, all right, moving on. How do I start some of my fires? Now, granted, I'm not getting everything that I use, but this is kind of a introductory of things that I think some of the people, especially novice people, that have never done this before, that should have some of these basic tools. Another one, pliers. The original multi-tool, right here. Just a good set of pliers. Because if you don't have your gloves on, you can just take these out. Grabbing handles on wood stove, especially if it's an older one, or removing the lids off of cast iron when they're in there, works great. Just be careful with enamel, you'll chip it. And also, a good set of leather gloves. A must. A must. So, anyway, how do I start my fires? Well, I have a variety here. Okay, so I have some fat wood, especially on those rock hard pieces of ash and oak and stuff. This stuff works great for getting bigger chunks rolling. Love fat wood. Rutland fire starter squares. Works good. I've been through one box already. Just works good because I've been doing a lot of fire starter testing. And if you want something really cheap, go with Kugelins. This is the camping section like Walmart or Cabela's or anything like that. They typically have these. These do not put off a buttload of flame, but they will get a fire started. I typically break them into 3 pieces. Usually I can do it with one, a third of a stick. But yeah, cheap, easy, works just fine. Then, a buddy of mine turned me on to this. Blackbeard fire starting kits. Now I've got several kits and stuff, but what I have here is the fire plugs. Get in there really close. Then I have the traditional ferro rod and striker on there, which works really good. Their fire rope, cut a chunk off, fray it up, works great. And the plugs and the fire rope are all waterproof. You can submerge them, dip them down, just slap the water off of it, boom, you're rolling again. Then, this little bad boy right here, electric lighter. Very cool. Very cool. And it does come with a USB charger and all that stuff. So, and this is primarily what I'm using to start all of my fires with now, because these fire plugs are just so easy. I'll do a quick demonstration because I love these. I love these damn things. Take it, start a twist in, kind of a counterclockwise motion, poof, just like that. Take it. It doesn't take much. Just like that. Poof. And and it's going. So yeah, this is my favorite way to start fires. Is definitely Blackbeard, the fire plugs. Just take a piece of that. You can even break them down into thirds, and I've had no problem starting fire with that. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but man, if you want, they've got several different kits and several different ways to start fires. So, waterproof matches, packs, you can get it however you want it. So, very, very awesome. But anyway, all right, well, let's wrap this video up by going in front of the wood stove. This old girl, like I said, this is year 3. And everything is held up beautifully. The only thing that I have done to this is getting down into the nooks and crannies, cleaning all the grease out on it, especially around the oven part. You can remove, it's so easy to get around this thing. It's got so many access doors and stuff to get all the grease out and everything cleaned up. The top comes off. You can get all the way around the firebox and the oven side of it and just get it cleaned up. It's a pretty easy cleanup, guys. All the fireproof strips to seal the firebox and everything up have held up very, very well. I have no complaints. Well, like I said, the only thing I've done is I sanded the top and put down some 2000 degree paint, some header paint, and it is holding in just fine after about 2-3 fires. It's either 2 or 3, but anyway, I love this La Nordica. So if you want to go check them out, go check out La Nordica stoves. I know like Layman's and woodcookstoves.com and Obadiah's, and there's several different places where you can get this. But this is the Rosa Reverse, the La Nordica Rosa Reverse, and it is beautiful. It is a piece of art as far as I'm concerned. So, especially with the glass front, I love to sit down here at night, especially after a really cold day, wet, and just be able to watch that fire. It is just absolutely awesome. So, anyway, let's go ahead and close this video out. I know it's been plenty long. But anywho, so yeah, that's some of the stuff that I use to cook with, start fires, maintenance tools, and just to keep things clean. Keep a good broom handy, good dustpan, all that stuff, and make sure that you guys are burning with dry wood. There are moisture testers out there. You can go online and test your wood. If you're, everybody's going to be laughing at that one, test your wood. Anyway, but yeah, there are tools out there to check the moisture in your wood and everything, and yeah. So, anywho, thanks for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, drop them off in the comments. Like, share, subscribe this video. I know, so sorry the lighting over in this part is kind of atrocious. Not a lot I can do about it. Looks good out here, but not necessarily on film. So, like I said, any questions, comments, anything, just go ahead and drop them in the comments below. And anyway, thanks for watching the video. And as always, stay safe, carry your weapon, and heat with wood. Thanks for watching.